Hey guys, welcome back. BDC Kara here. Update 2.21 just dropped, and this is our second video showing off the new content in that. This is the Joker-specific unreleased gear at this point. It starts off as the Time Capsule and becomes the Quake Engine, and just like the Batman Ninja helmet, there are some new and interesting abilities that we haven't seen before.
Right. So the Quake Engine, when it's fully evolved, maxed out, fully fused, you've got a 40% chance to steal 100% of a Special 2's cost.
And that's a really weird kind of phrase, and power steal specifically. But
right, because it means that you're getting back 2 bars of power, and I wonder if you're going to be limited so that you can't get it unless the other guy has 2 bars.
Yeah, so we need to do some testing on that to actually figure out what it specifically means. But it's an interesting idea of being able to spend their power, it seems like.
Right.
Yeah. And we've got specials and damage over times do plus 50% damage against an enemy with less than 1 power bar, which is another interesting idea where keeping them power drained or hitting them right after they've hit you with a special seems to be advantageous.
Right, and it's interesting too because it's not nearly as good as, say, the Arkham Knight. I think it's Arkham Knight Catwoman that does extra damage over time for every Arkham character.
Yeah.
Or even Batman Returns Catwoman, who gives you extra damage over time.
Well, yeah, it's situational. I think the problem is the extra 50% damage isn't necessarily worth how situational it is when you compare it to other gear that can give you, not 50%, but can give you boost to, like, for example, like a special 1 or special 2. Because realistically, you're building them over only one type of damage anyways, for the most part. So for specials and damage over time, it's not going to be, I think, super broadly useful. It's going to be a little more specific. And then we also have, after an applied damage over time finishes, there's a 100% chance to retrigger the damage over time on an active enemy. And it goes up to 100% when it's fully leveled up. When you first evolve it, you only get 50% to start.
So what it's saying, it sounds like, is if they don't tag out, it doesn't rinse.
Yeah.
Sorry, it doesn't stop. That you have to tag out if you want to stop it from just reapplying.
Yeah, but we've done some preliminary testing, and we hadn't a case in which we had the gear on, we did damage over time, they didn't swap out, and the damage over time didn't last forever. It didn't bring them down.
And we've also tried one where they were fully loaded with all damage over time gear, and it bled out some of the boss guys with, more than 100,000 something health really fast.
Yeah, so we'll have to do some research, look at the footage. Maybe it's something to do with your guy also has to be in with the gear for it to be functional. If we swapped out or something, we are going to have to figure out exactly what we did or what happened, or if it doesn't work exactly the way it says it does. And the last ability is a Joker-specific ability, which is increases enemy tag cooldown by 8 seconds or 3 seconds at the start.
And I think that's actually really interesting. This is a better gear than the Batman one, I think, because a lot of the abilities, at least, are synergistic.
Yeah.
So they work together. And so if you need that active enemy to be staying in, then you're actually making it harder for them to tag out by making them stick around for an extra 8 seconds. Their cooldown, they're stuck. They can't tag out so fast.
Yeah, they're stuck. They can't tag out so fast. It means that it's easier for you to guarantee the fact that you're going to knock a character out if they've tagged in. It gives you more time to do that. And it's a good defensive gear because I can imagine already being pretty annoyed by having to wait an extra 8 seconds every time to do tag in or tag out. That would totally mess with, some teams that focus around swapping characters in and out.
Right.
But
so I said it's on the Batman one. I love that they're doing more legendary gear that has a character-specific ability.
Yeah, and I like that there's interesting stuff here.
Right.
But there we go. Coming up next, we've got the character demonstrations. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you next time.
Komoda.